Hello, hello, good afternoon, good evening, good night, whatever it is. It could be morning for you if you're in Australia. I'm Tiffany. Welcome to another episode of Sew Sunday, where we sew on a Sunday. I'm trying to clean these glasses off. I had them on a little bit ago because I was hand sewing a sleeve onto the back of the quilt. I didn't get very far before I had to go throw it on the floor in the other room because in here there's no room for it to sit on the floor. And I didn't want to fold it back up because the pins are holding the sleeve nicely. So, I gotta do what I gotta do. All right, let's see who's all here. Da-da-da-da. Scroll to the top. We have Jacqueline, Kim, Dawn, James, Diane, Mary, Anita, Sally, Karen, Elsa, Deb, Aldia, Anne, Norma, Renee, and plenty more. Hello, everybody. Oh, this could just literally stay right there. So if you remember from last week, we were working on the Grinch. Well, I finished all of the blocks. So there are a lot of blocks here. There's either this star block, which we mainly did on the video, and then I took my 7-inch squares and turned them into 4 patches, which makes this block and this block the exact same size. So if you don't remember, let me run it through real quick. Where is I was writing on something over here.
So make sure to watch last week's video.
Oh yeah, just watch last week's video. But either way, we'll tell you. 7-inch square, right? Yep, 7-inch square in the middle. The flying geese are made out of a 7-inch by 3 3/4 inch rectangle with 2 3 3/4 inch pieces added to the sides, and then a 3 3/4 inch square on all 4 corners. I mix and matched all mine. They are also in a layout. This does not fit on the wall. Problem is the way I laid it out, because I don't even know how many blocks. I laid it out, and I need to make this panel. I don't want to do sashing. That was the whole thing. I think it looks better next to each other without sashing, because this block, if you look, and this block are not the same. So it doesn't need sashing. They can just butt right up to each other because I laid it out on the living room floor to be every other block. Now, I brought the picture on my phone to show you guys so you can see what it looks like laid out on the.
I thought we were going to take it out there and lay it out.
Well, I am, but see where I'm going to have to make the panel bigger on both sides? That is what we're going to focus, whatever. Anyways, that's what I need to do, is make the panel bigger on both sides. So I wrote it down. The panel, (15-inch sided to panel. So that means I need to make each side 8.5 inches. I also need to shrink the height of the panel to whatever 3 of these equal pieced together, because I didn't do that part. So what I'm going to do is piece 3 of these side pieces together according to what's in my picture. That way I know where it's going to be in the height, and then I'll chop off the extra and center the panel pieces, and then make 8.5 inches for both sides. And that math was definitely too much for me when I did it. Oh, do I need to take 5 off the top and bottom? I don't know. We're going to see right now. 3 of these together is.
Are we taking it out there and laying it out first, or what are we doing?
Oh, I'm not going to take it out there and lay it out first. I'm going to look at my picture and grab 3 blocks, which would be one of these, and one of these. And put them together on top and bottom of each other, the 1/4-inch seam. And then we'll get the height. If my math is correct, right here it says I need it to be 35.5 inches tall. So we're going to see right now, if I piece 3 of these together, what it's going to be. So that's what I'm going to do. And then we'll piece the panel together once we know the height. We're going to make sure I have a 1/4 inch seam real quick because I was making sleeves for quilts that are going to go in shows.
What are the sizes of the 4 square blocks?
The 4 square box are 3 3/4 inch. 3 3/4 inch. And then the center block is 7 inches, and the flying geese units are 7 inch by 3 3/4 inch. All right, 1, 2, and 3. And then we'll lay it on the side and see how big it is. We'll center it so that the panel I can have an equal amount. And then I have a bunch of 3 3/4 inch squares left, as well as leftover pieces from the fat quarters, which I can cut into segments so that can go on both sides, alternating between the squares and a strip of fat quarter leftovers. Huh? What?
Just turned itself off again. We have to turn on the Streamlabs. How do we do that again? Log in with what?
Oh, right here, YouTube. I haven't done this in a long time.
I know, it hasn't turned itself off in a long time.
Oh, snap, you're on the wrong YouTube.
I'm on your YouTube.
No, mine, not here. You're not on this. You need to use mine.
We always just hit that button.
Then close that button.
Okay.
Sorry, guys. Why is it doing this? That's not the right one.
I don't know what to tell you.
Somehow, some way, my YouTube is logged out. It's not even on here.
I don't know the Streamlabs info. Do you? You remember that? Good job. You have to just make sure it doesn't type it. Oh, okay, never mind. And that's not it.
Well, we might have to just do without because.
Can we get the Streamlabs from your phone?
Nope, my phone doesn't do Streamlabs.
Oh,
It's
only a
computer
computer?
only.
You already tried that. Well, it worked on Thursday.
Okay, well, I need my computer. You can go get my computer
That's
and
what
make
I'm
it
saying.
work.
Should I go get that?
Yep, grab mine. Just unplug it and bring it here. You must have logged into something with your email or with your Gmail.
You know that's not
Oh,
possible.
yeah.
You know I don't know how to use my Gmail.
Sorry, guys.
I've never logged into anything with my Gmail.
All right, I'm going to press this when the iron is hot. And I'm going to press towards the 4 patches on this whole entire thing.
You want me to iron that while you do this?
No, I want it to be a certain way. This device doesn't log into anything but me.
Yeah, well, both devices have issues. Nothing works.
We ever tell you guys the Scott's computer's jinx? It was Cyrus's computer before Cyrus died, and well, we think the computer is possessed by my son. He doesn't let Scott type or anything. It totally messes him up all the time. It's funny, but not at the same time because he'll type paragraph of stuff and then all of a sudden it's gone. It disappears. The caps lock randomly turns on. Doesn't let you type numbers sometimes. It's so funny. All right,
Yeah, it's funny for you.
right here, that
Cloudbot.
on. There we go. It's on.
And what, it randomly turns itself off every couple
I
months?
have no idea. I didn't do it.
Let's see if it works.
Hopefully it'll work. All right. I've been
Yep, it worked.
Sorry, guys. I got that fixed. You know, sometimes. All right. Let's see how many inches. It says 35 and a half tall on panel. Well, this is definitely more than 35. So my math is not very mathy. We could set it towards the bottom or the top. We'll do the top right here. That way those are in it. So what I need to do is make the panel as big as this. And then the width. I might be off on that too because I'm not good at math. Yeah, that's not going to stay. There we go. So I need to cut the panel down to however many inches this is. Which we're going to do it the me way. As in.
When are we going to go and lay it all out?
We're going to lay it out once I build this.
Oh, okay. You had me confused there.
All right. We're going to move that out of the way. We're going to grab this and we're going to do it my way. I am going to take this bottom piece off this with a ruler. Right now the panel is 23 and a half inches wide. So we're going to take it off right here at this blue line, which allows me to still have that stripe. There, right there. Good. Okay, move that out. Turn it around. Turn around and make sure I cut straight in the right number. All right, now we're going to cheat. Lay this on here and go, well, this is how big I want to cut it. Exactly right there. Exactly right here. Smooth it out. Everything's nice and smooth in there. That's the size that's being cut to. That looks like an even number. This is straight. That's straight. Looks good to me. Ta-da! Now, the panel is the size I need it to be. These can just go here, and now we're going to build onto the panel. I'll just stick that there for now, because I need to make 2 of those anyway. All right. We're going to make 8.5 inches on each side. And if I have to trim it, then I have to trim it. Oh, and people were asking why I haven't been using my holder on here. Well, I washed it really, really, really good. And now it's staying, which is a miracle. I guess it just needed a wash because it was falling off like crazy.
That works.
So I washed it and now it sticks, which is, what we wanted. Move this out of the way. Open these up. We're going to make this go back on the wall momentarily. We're going to take these and make some strippy units. So I'm going to cut each of these, I think, in half, and then it doesn't matter the width of them. Whatever happens, happens. How about that? And we're going to alternate a square strip and then one of these. So let me just put some square units together with these until I have the size I think I want. So they need to be about this big right here. So 3 on each side. That's what I'm going to do. And then if I have to cut anything off, it'll alternate them, which is cool. So we're just going to build a bunch of these in sets of 3. How's that? Yep, that sounds perfect. So we'll just do it in sets of 2, and then we'll sew the sets of 2 into sets of 3, and blah, 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 blah. We will make a quilt today. We will get this together as soon as I make this centerpiece.
Just get started.
And I could, go and piece. Hold on, let me look at my picture. 1, 2, 3, 4 together and get that length also. But either way, I still think it needs to be pretty wide. Since these are all mixed and matched through it, I can just mix and match everything and have fun with it. And then the center will be cool and different. I don't know how many of these I need. If I overmake, I'll just turn the leftovers into 9 patches. Alright, then these 2, and then we'll add to them. That should be enough, hopefully. Alright, bring this down and add to it. Put a red one on this one. Just chain piecing, by the way. Black one on this one. I can bring this over here so I can see-ish. Welcome, everybody joining in.
Why don't you tell them what's on the wall?
What's on the wall? My Thumper Christmas quilt that was made for us for Thumper. It came for Thumper. Got it last year, and now it's hanging up. A fan made it for Thumper, who is in love with Thumper. I'm pretty sure you all are in love with Thumper, but one particular person out there who wishes she can come steal Thumper decided to make a Thumper Christmas quilt. So Thumper is not left out for the holidays.
Have you ever had a problem with the encoder on your long arm?
Have I ever had problems with the encoder on my long arm? Nope, that's the only thing I've never had problems with.
I don't even know what the encoder is.
When this was on a frame, though, I had encoder problems like crazy.
What's the encoder?
The thing the wheels are on, that box that the wheels sit on, and then there's that extra wheel that hangs off of it and runs with the track. One goes one way and one goes the other. Never had a problem. The only thing I've ever had a problem with is the darn screen. The screen and the handlebars die. That's my issue with my long arm.
Are the lights sewn on there? Or they're glued on?
The lights are sewn on, I think.
I think they're sewn, but they could
Yeah.
be hot glued, I guess.
I'm pretty sure they're sewn on. Also, we had a loss in our community. I just thought I would say this. A wonderful, wonderful son messaged me to tell me that his mother passed away. She watched me all the time. I'd never got that before. I've never had a family member say, come on, as themselves, you know, and say, my mom watched you all the time. I just thought I'd let you know that she passed away. So if any of you, your family members know, I think it's kind of nice that they let me know. So if your family members know you watch me, you know, because that's what you do, then, you know, that'd be cool if they let me know, because there's been quite a few of you pass away out there in YouTube land, and I never knew, you know. And there was 2 people that I've talked to a lot, and then I never knew because nobody told me. So it's nice to know. Anyways, I'm going to press these real quickly. I'm just pressing them whatever way because it really doesn't matter. They're not going to nest to anything or line up to anything. I'm just hoping that this is the size I need for both sides. You know, me and my not very good at math problems. I really spent time too. We laid it on the floor. Scott and I measured out the pieces, minus the seam allowances, and I still screwed it up by how tall the panel was supposed to be. You know? Now we know it's the size it needs to be. Now we can just cut these, place them in between, and call it a day. All these strips, though, are very crooked, so we're going to go ahead and make them straight.
Thank you, Marilyn.
Thank you, Marilyn. That was very kind of you. All right. Turn it, cut it. Turn it, cut it. And they're all going to be random sizes because guess what? They're not all the same. Like this one is definitely way smaller than that one was. This one's 3 1/4. That one was 3 1/2. Maybe I can just cut all these. No, I cannot. They're all different sizes. Oh, yeah, one at a time. I didn't. Who?
Damon.
Oh, hey, Damie. You guys didn't know my son is Damon.
He was on last week.
He was on last week.
He likes the Grinch, apparently.
Yep, he likes the Grinch.
Some were asking about your flower quilt on the long arm.
My flower quilt on the long arm. Okay, so if you guys watched Breakfast at Tiffany's, I started long arm quilting. I got the borders done. I thought I'd get more, but I had to pick. So I got the borders done on the video itself. So I said, well, I'll record the rest of the quilt, so that those of you who like to watch my long arm quilting, or those of you just want to see how awesome a Dream Big panel will be.
It is truly awesome.
Well, it's quilted. The whole thing's quilted. I got the tag ready for it, got the binding ready for it. I just need to film the finish of what the quilt looks like with pictures and stuff. Once I get that done, I have most of it already on the computer. I just need to edit it all together. And as soon as I do that and get it posted, it should be out Monday or Tuesday. Probably Tuesday, because it's not.
It won't be done by Monday.
It won't be done by tomorrow because I haven't even started editing it yet, and I have to bind the quilt still. So I'll do that tomorrow, and by Tuesday it should be edited, though. But I only in that video filmed the quilting of the panel because you guys already saw the borders in the words in Breakfast at Tiffany's video. Whew. Sorry, Sometimes, just can't think. Honestly, you know what? Can you remeasure all these real quick? Just lay them on here and see what they are. I might just cut them all to the same size because so far I'm getting 3 1/4 for most, but some more 3 1/2. And if I can keep them all at 3 1/4. No. Width. 1, 2, 3, and what? If it's a quarter, throw it over here. If it's not, I'll trim it again.
What if it's just a smidge bigger? Like it's barely over 3 1/4.
Then give it back to me and I'll trim it because I'm lining it up on a number, so it can't be bigger than 3 1/4.
Just look at it yourself. It's a smidge actually under. It's not. Don't cut more.
Nope, it's 3 1/4.
According to this, it's under.
3 1/4.
This one's on. It's right on. The first one was under, unless you're telling me this measurement's different from your measurement.
Yeah, if you line up a ruler, I forgot to tell you guys this. Oh, I probably said it a bazillion times. Rulers aren't exactly always the same as your cutting mat. So if you're using your cutting mat to cut, then use your cutting mat to cut everything size-wise. If you're using the ruler to cut your measurements, then always use the ruler, not the cutting mat. Because sometimes if you lay your ruler directly on the numbers, depending on the brand, like this one is laid exactly on here, and it's about 1/8 of an inch short right here on the side. See that? See how much short?
Yes. These two are 3 1/2. All the rest of those are 3 1/4.
Okay. So just know that and some of your rulers are going to be off too. You can take 2 rulers from 2 different companies, lay them on top, and their lines aren't going to match. They never do. So if you're a newbie and you're getting frustrated, just know that your mat is different than your rulers. Now, if it was the Fiskars mat with a Fiskars ruler, it might be closer, but it's not exact. Unfortunately, they are not made equal. I don't know why. Funny thing is most of the rulers are laser cut, so they should be exact, but they're not always. I don't know how the cutting mats are made. They're stamped, I know that, or something, to get the measurements on them. My wrong cut pieces. They'll get used for something. All right, that's all cut. My trash is on that side right now. All right, now I need to split them in half. Half for one side, half for the other.
I'm about to double wedding ring quilt.
My double wedding ring quilt. I did one, yes. Breakfast at... No. Which ones did I do it on? Breakfast at Tiffany's or So Sundays? I don't remember. It's got its own playlist. If you don't know how to find playlists, can you see the big screen? Drop it down, and then when the video is down like this, you could scroll right here. It says home, videos, shorts, live, and then playlist. If you click playlists and scroll up, it's there.
They can't see any of the stuff you just did.
So if you're on your video right now, this is the same Android-wise. iPhone's going to be the same too, though. Slide it down. You have home, which shows that I'm live right now or upcoming. Then you have videos, this is my section of filmed stuff that I've made a video for. Shorts, which I really don't make shorts, but there's some there. We got live streams is all under its own tab, and then there's playlists. If you want to see something that I did, here's right here, double wedding ring sew along. So if you want to see something that I've done, all the breakfast at Tiffany's and binge watch them, or my old vlog thing that I did, some of the quilts I've made are in those, or my Sculliver or any of that, it's all there. And then if I ever have to tell you guys anything, it goes under posts. And then store is empty because I don't do that. And then you can just pull your video back up and bam. That's how you get to it. Who was that? Oh.
He's the only person that calls me.
All right.
Don't nobody call me.
All right. One for each side. One for each side. I may not need those.
And you didn't finish the wedding ring yet, right?
No, the double wedding ring is still in the closet to be quilted. Right, when I enter shows locally that I'm trying to get ready for February, they have a 3 quilt limit for me. So I've got that big star that I bought the quilt top and it was a disaster, but I made it awesome. I got that, then the Dream Big panel, and then I'm going to try to get Sculliver done next so that Sculliver can be in the show. If not, I have a little one called Fiesta that I'm going to enter, or my unicorn quilt, one or the other. Side. Yeah, I haven't done much. I'm trying to get it all done. I don't usually enter shows outside my local area, and it's only because I have to ship them, and I don't have the money to spend on shipping all over the country to enter shows everywhere. Now, I do want to enter QuiltCon eventually, and since I'll be going to QuiltCon, you know, I could pick my quilt up from there kind of thing, but ship it to them and then just pick it up kind of thing. And then I want to go to the Houston Quilt Festival, and I would love to enter that as well. So those are someday goals. But yeah, once I can afford to start putting them everywhere, then you guys could see my quilts across the country, because some of you guys go to those shows everywhere, you know? So then everyone would get a chance to see them in person. I just can't afford right now to ship them all there and go if I want to go to those shows everywhere.
Then you have to pay for them to be shipped back to you.
Then I have to pay for them to be shipped back to me and all that. Yeah, I don't have that.
Plus you have to pay for them to enter.
And I have to pay to enter them because I'm not a member of any of those guilds. I'm not even a member of my own guild here in town, the local one. And I just pay cash to enter. But I don't have to ship them because they're here. All right, that's done now. I'm going to sew. Let's see how many. Slide this panel over and get a general idea of how this is going to go. About right here, just for now. We'll start with one of these because these could be trimmed down. And one of these. And one of these. Oh, no, let's not do red though. Let's put a white one.
Oh, you cut all the snowflakes off the bottom?
Yeah, there's snowflakes on the top though.
I know.
Then obviously we're going to minus our seam allowances as well. This will just make for a fun and interesting quilt. Oh yeah, I'm definitely going to have to make more of those.
Huh, one person likes your pants. Tell them about them.
Oh, I made these pants. These are my homemade pajama pants. I mean, I even hemmed the bottom all nicely. Got a nice inseam. I did it on a live stream. showed you guys how to make pajama pants. I think I did pretty good. Oh, I might not need. Let's see.
Is that math wrong?
I don't know. I don't know. I never know. You guys know that I'm always screwing things up, so if there's math involved, then I messed it up. Oh, yeah, because I have another candy cane I can use. No, that's too many seam allowances. Even if I put a candy cane at the top, like this, and a candy cane, because I have two of them at the bottom, like this. Minusing all those seam allowances, all I would need is one of these on top and bottom. That's what I'm going to do. Yeah, because I have more candy cane. If I wanted to add, I can just add more. I don't think I'm going to be 2.5 inches, about whatever that is, shy. All right, these can just go towards something else, like I wanted in the first place. Look at that. Problem solved. I can mix the candy cane in now. We're just going to sew all these together, and if I have to add, I'll put more candy cane on the top and bottom because I have more of it. And then I'll sew these in order, hopefully the same order. That's what I'm doing. See, mind change every time. It's never the same. I can never do the same thing. Oh, these are directional too. I got to pay attention to that. No, I don't want a candy cane at the top because the candy cane will be on the top and bottom with the extra. They don't have to be the same on both sides, or do they? What do you think? Does it have to be the same on both sides?
Nothing else is really the same, so I don't think it has to. That's up to you. That's the pens. What do they think?
What do you think, guys? Should the strip units be the same on both sides, or can they be different? Oh, maybe I should have turned this back where I can see when you guys start commenting. Different, mixed. Everybody's so far agreeing that they should be mixed up on both sides. Yeah, that's what I think.
Well, everything else in the quilt is mixed up.
Yep, everything else is mixed up and random. Ready for this? Ta-da!
That's a lot.
Wait, it's not even done.
I can't see.
Oh, I already threw it in the trash.
Well, they can at least see where you're cleaning to get that huge glob out.
Oh, there's more.
That's why you need to clean your machine.
Yep, you need to keep your machines clean. I didn't even pay attention to it because I pieced that big dream quilt and been working on making sleeves. Come on. Out of there, you darn dirt pile. Look at that.
Oh my goodness. You have a mound.
There it is. It's done. Yep, I should be doing that more often. I got oily fingers.
You want to go wash them?
No, they're just kind of oily. That's what hand sanitizer is for. Get rid of those greasy, oily fingies. And kill myself. Oh, with the smell of hand sanitizer.
Is that why the cutter didn't work?
Is that why the cutter didn't work? Probably. Because it was filled with yuck under there. My hands stink so bad now. Does my machine sound funny? It's just a loud machine. It doesn't sound funny. It just sounds like I need to change the needle, probably. Okay, hold on. Let me press this because this definitely doesn't look that tall at the moment. Oh yeah, definitely needs squares on the top and bottom, or just a strip of something, because 2.5 inches on both ends is not going to cut it. But either way, I'm just going to mix all these up, sew them together, and we'll put, oh, hey, I forgot. I chopped off the panels, so technically half the panel piece can also go on each side.
If you want, yeah. Don't you already have the strips made, though? You already made all the strips? Do you need the chop?
No, to make it taller.
Oh. I just meant the 3 colored ones that you already made. You don't want to use those?
The 3 colored ones that I already made?
Yeah, you had.
Oh,
Red,
the 3 pieces.
Yeah.
Oh, this is already 3 inches. 3 inches. All right, we're going to take off however big this is. Oh, come on. One for that, and one for this. Let's put this one on the bottom since the panel itself is on the top. And then we will add the, aha, see, I figured it out. This will be exactly the size I need it to be, with a slight amount of cutting. So we'll grab one of these, we'll trim it to a width that's equal all the way across. About there. split it in half. Half for this pile and half for this pile. Put this on the top.
Well, you're not going to have the blue stripe right on the top next to the other one, though, are you?
No, this is on the bottom here.
Oh, okay.
All right, let me press these and then we'll see how tall it is now. It should be pretty much right about where it needs to be. And then we'll trim the width when we know for a fact how wide 4 squares are. Oh, I still need it on the bottom. Yep. So we'll cut this one in half too. Put it on the bottom. Good thing I had all this extra fabric.
What about all the ones you already did?
I don't want to put the pieced ones on now.
Oh,
I've already
okay.
changed my mind on
Okay,
that.
okay. Then never mind. I think at least looks better anyway.
Yeah. Plus it uses all this up. I don't have to have any scraps left over that I won't touch for the next 5 years until I find them in a bin. All right. Now we should be about the right size. And I can trim the top and bottom at any time because they are both the candy canes. Should be, there we go. So it's about, I don't know, a little bit under a quarter or a little bit over a 1/4 inch bigger. So that's the last piece or the first piece.
Oh, so you're going to have to cut a 1/4 inch off each candy cane?
Yeah. So this is the first piece, right? The bigger one. This one right here. That one's the bottomest. All right, let's make them go out of order now.
Candy cane shouldn't matter whether which one's the top or bottom, does it?
No. As long as there's a candy cane on the top and the bottom.
Yeah.
Remember, these are going out of order because you all are like me and said different. It's not cut either. It's crooked and wonky.
Well, it looks cool, though.
It's a piece of batting, which is my design wall, by the way, for those that are going to ask. My design wall is just a piece of 100% cotton batting. It's been up there for a few years now, and everything sticks like the first day I put it up. No glues or adhesives or anything. It's just what it is.
They can see all the zillion threads covering it, too.
Yeah, it's covered in a bazillion threads, for sure.
So it is amazing things stick to it still.
Yeah. Who's the right side up? sound. It's not the snips. It's not this. It's not anything being on the bed of my machine. My machine just makes funny sounds. See? Just makes a funky sound.
Is this Robert Kaufman Grinch fabric?
This is. This was a Robert Kaufman Grinch panel. It was somewhere.
Oh, I have no idea.
Yep, I got it right here. It was How the Grinch Stole Christmas, Dr. Seuss Enterprises for, that's not the side, Robert Kaufman, How the Grinch Stole Christmas. It's a Robert Kaufman thing.
Well, look at that.
Yep.
We're just hearing the knocking sound.
They're hearing, I don't know what.
Yeah, it's just a knocking sound.
Yeah, it's just a
Something banging.
knocking, banging, or
It's
something.
not the machine.
It's not the machine. It's just something on my desk, or no, it's the machine. It's naturally the sound of the machine. I will change the needle though to see if it changes
that.
anything,
It's
and put some oil in it real
the thing
quick.
bouncing up and down. You can see it underneath even.
What? What's bouncing
when
up and down?
the whole machine bounces and the tray bounces. The tray
Oh,
under it
this?
bounces.
Yeah, this bounces, yes.
It's just the knocking.
No, it's feeling sluggish though. That's it. Slightly sluggish.
Pull the tray out. You can see it bouncing and banging into that tray. Not the big one.
This tray.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm moving it
Tray and
completely.
the screwdriver is what's banging. It's just something banging. Oh, you got that open and you just flipped it up.
Now it's not hitting it at all.
See? There you go.
It's probably not that though. That's the sound of the machine. All right, let me press this real quick. Again, it really doesn't matter which way as long as it's flat. And then we're going to measure them and cut them to the size of the panel, my way. As in, we're going to lay it on here. We're going to cut it directly to size. This one's going to go on this side. So I'm going to lay it on here. Just sew it on and then trim it to size. And then everything else we'll trim once we put 4 pieces together. I still hear the same sound. Ready to get it to the exact same size. It's sewn on. Now I'm just going to lay it flat right here and cut off the excess on both ends. Look at that. Simple as that. There was a 1/4 inch off of that side. Turn it around. And about 1/2 inch off of this side. Line up that seam and cut it. Ta-da! One side done. That looks cool. They don't match up with the stripes on the panel, so it gives it this like really cool wonky look. All right, one side on. Oh, I have to trim that before I add that side because that side I got the wrong. What this side is the straight edge. This side is not. But this is the side that I would need to sew to keep everything directional. So that means I need this edge to be trimmed. Grab a long ruler. Which side did I say I was cutting? That side. Line it up on the fold, exact right there. Perfect, perfect. Did I get them all? I sure did. Okay, sew it on. And again, they're not the same. But guess what?
Oh, and your pants aren't scrappy. That was just the fact.
Oh, my pants aren't scrappy. It's just the print on the fleece that I used. I liked it, so I bought it. I don't know. Here's the deal. I like quilted clothes. I really want to make myself some quilted clothes patchwork wise, but I feel like they're going to be not only heavy for me, but scratchy against my skin with all the seams. And if I put a lining in it, then it's going to be too heavy or too thick for where I live. So I would never wear it. So patchwork style fabric works perfect because then I can get that look, but not be uncomfortable with all the extra seams touching me and all that stuff. I don't know if you know this about MS, but my nerves are wonky and they've gone crazy. So clothing touching my skin, like right now, this is a large and I wear an extra large, so that's kind of tight. Is every time I move, I feel it heavier than when I wear a looser extra large shirt, and it affects my skin and it makes me feel like I have bugs or something crawling on me. It's not a really good feeling or sensation, so I try not to have too tight of clothes, and I definitely don't want a bunch of seams touching me. And also, if I sit on something or lay on something that has seams, the seams will indent into my skin, and that lasts about 2 or 3 hours. Ask Scott, he'll tell you. I get these red lines. He's like, you slept on something or something, and it won't go away. It'll just last and last and last forever. I sometimes get a mark right here on this eyebrow from the way I sleep. If my pillow sheet, the pillowcase gets wrinkled at all, it'll leave a line on the side of my face, and I wake up almost every morning with it, and it's there for the whole morning. It looks like I had surgery or something because it's very prominent. Yeah, it's quite annoying. So I don't think I could wear quilted clothes, although I do find them very attractive. I like quilted clothes. And it would definitely be fun to have my own quilting on clothing, you know? I think that would be super fun. All right, I'm going to press this one. And then, oh, I forgot to cut it first. Usually I cut first, but I'll cut second. Just press first. And then we'll piece 4 bottom blocks. Actually, we'll lay it on the floor. And then we'll figure out what the size is that this needs to be cut. Nice and straight, nice and flat. Line up that seam. Looks good, looks good. That's perfect. Right there. Turn it around. Oh, this side almost is evil. Even.
It's evil.
It's
That
an evil
side's
side. This is the evil side.
You got the good side and the evil side.
Yeah. Nice straight seam. All right, there we go. Now, We're going to go to the living room and crawl around on the floor. You can unplug the iron for now until I know how big this is going to be. This should definitely. It's not 4's worth. Wow, my math is way off. It's not 4's worth. What did I do wrong? What
We
was
didn't go and lay it out on the floor and measure it, is what we didn't do. We were supposed to lay it out the way you wanted it. We never measured it.
All right, let's go lay it out. All of these parts and pieces. You can unplug the iron while we're not in here.
You said that.
Oh. He's going to go put that out in the living room. I'll meet you there in 2 seconds. Got to grab all my parts and pieces. I'm just going to leave this in here. He can ask me the comments. But where'd you go?
Go do your thing. We're doing our thing. I could go see Thumper. Where do you want the camera, here or one on the side?
That way, facing this way.
Okay, you're going to need more light stuff.
Okay. I have to sit on the floor and pull up my plumber's crack. It's the problem with wearing shirts that aren't too small.
Turn on this side on that one?
Yep.
This one?
Yep. I don't want to do this because my hips hurt.
And let me get down here. You just move the camera.
Okay. That's that.
That lines up pretty good to me.
Give me the phone.
Lines up pretty good to me. What's going on top, though?
Okay, so the other side gets top, bottom, middle. Ah, now I see. Okay, I see what I did. So it would be that there, this over there in the corner.
Yes, I remember how we did it.
These. Here's for the top. That's where 4 is. So these 4, watch, these 4 together. That would make the size this. So this, pick it up, place it on like that. Then I'll have to figure out how much I have to cut off.
Hold on, these aren't sewn together yet, though.
No. You're not getting what I'm saying.
Once the bottom ones are sewn together, they're going to be smaller.
Okay.
Once you sew those bottom ones together, it's going to shrink it up even more.
Yeah, I know.
Well,
That's the size I'm going to cut it to, is the size of 3 of these. He doesn't understand. He's not a quilter.
Well, apparently you don't understand either because you didn't do it right the first
These
time.
3 are going to be the size of the width of that.
Okay. I need another one of these. Another one of this.
Oh, Thumper had to come out. See, we're not allowed to lay quilts out
And
on the floor
see,
because of him.
it's supposed to be a whole nother block here.
Nope, it goes above.
You're going to have 2 of the same?
To the same what?
These 2. See? These 2 are not. Those 2 are the same. You're not supposed to have that.
It's not supposed to be that. You laid it out wrong. Something's wrong.
This one has to be that one because of how this side is. Did you do this side wrong?
Nope, they go the opposite way then. The top corner is one of those. So pull it up out of the way. Sorry, guys. Then the next one is one of those. That. Then the next one is that.
I know what it is.
That. And then that. And then it ends with that. So scoot everything over that way.
That's what I just said. You need one more. If this is getting moved this way, that means this is going to have to get changed. It has to get pulled this way. So this is above this one.
Yeah, it's supposed to be 4 in the middle.
Yeah, this has to be above there.
Okay, go that way.
So it needs to go this way.
We're moving it around a different way.
Then you do it. I don't understand.
All right, guys, you're just going to have to deal with plumber's crack, and my
You can't
issues.
You can't have this one above that one.
I need the photo.
You have to have that one above that one.
It's impossible because the photo shows the truth.
Oh, are you doing another line in between? Is that what you're saying?
Go this way more. This is not laid out on the floor far enough.
Are you doing another line in between?
Then it's, yes,
Oh, well, why didn't you just say that?
one of these.
Yeah, I can lay them out. Here, just hand them to me. I'll lay them out. I know how it goes. I was the one that laid them out the first time.
Then it's this like that. This does not go there. This will be here. That does not go there. That will be here. That will be there. This will be here. It's supposed to be really, it's supposed to be tall, like a twin size.
You still have one of those on top of that.
Yeah, they come this way more. We didn't make the panel big enough in the center.
Okay.
It's still too short. So I need to put more stuff on the sides. I wouldn't have gotten an exact measurement either way. So it's supposed to be as wide as 4. And last block. Please don't.
He's good.
So we need like,
You have to rotate these around. That's not going next to there.
then this is wrong.
I know. I've been saying that this whole time.
The picture's not. Picture has them every other.
I know.
Starts with that. Sorry, guys. Husband and wife dealing with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then the next row. 1, 2. Right side up. No. One side up. 4, 5, 6. Then this side has one of those. That side has one of those.
How far down did you have it on your picture?
And the second one is one of these, and the second one
How
is
many
one of
blocks
those.
down is your picture?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just like that.
So you're just going to have those to the side of each other then?
Nope. This row is opposite.
Oh, your problem's right here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we just had to change those two around. You didn't have to change everything else.
There we go.
See? Don't get mad at me. It was right down here. And who laid out those pieces?
Notice the cat does not lay on my quilt. He lays next to.
He's a good boy.
All right. Now we just need to figure out 4 of these together. So I'm going to sew 4. Does it look good? Everything's equally moved around.
Okay, what are we doing here? I still don't understand that.
I have to make it bigger with something.
Are you going to put the reds in the whatever blocks in there?
Yeah, I'm going to have to do 2 layers on both sides.
Well, these were supposed to be longer, was the issue.
All right. Let me sew 4 of these together and
Am I
find
bringing
out.
the camera back in there?
Yep.
Okay.
Sorry, guys, for all the camera movements today, but I don't have the space on my wall for this. So we're going to sew 4 of these together, get the measurement,
Well, that way I can plug it back too.
and then I'll just go out to the floor and grab the pieces that we need.
Well, send me out. I'll grab them.
Come on, stay.
Margot gave you $10.
Thank you, Margot. That was very kind. Oh, that's
Scrolled
because
up to see.
this is turned off.
I had to scroll up. I didn't have this out there.
Can you plug the iron back in, please? All right, I'm going to press this and I'm going to grab the center panel and we're going to make it to size. Remember, everything gets pressed towards the 4 patch, so that way everything will nest together when I put everything together, the rest of it all. How long do I usually make twin size quilts? About 90 inches long. I try to get, most of them end up about 80 something. I have done a few that were 70, like 78. Okay, I need the center panel. Are you mad because we moved, huh? Thank you, Miss James. Silverita?
I don't know how to pronounce that. Screw it up.
Yeah, I don't want to butcher any names right now. Okay, I got to straighten this edge and make it nice and straight, and then I'll on both of these ends, and then we'll go from there. I can go. I don't know how to tell because I don't have a ruler wide enough. Oh, yes, I do. Let's just grab this one up here. That way both sides can be exactly the same. So we're going to take them to 10 inches. So we need it to go this way. We're going to line up the 10. On this.
It's falling. That's why I grabbed it.
It's fine. Thank you. Line that up. Line that 10 up. Have ourselves a nice equal number on both sides. How about that? So that means this was 10 1/4 inches wide. Just lining it up with the seam of the quilt or the panel. All right, turn it around, repeat. And then we'll figure out the math that we need. Almost 10, so this one will be on the 10. There, there.
She said we got her name right.
Yeah, I usually butcher names, so does Scott. Look at that. This one was close. This side had, the other side was close. This side has a lot more. There we go. It's equal now on both sides. So now, let's lay this on here and see how wide it needs to be. We're going to have to use my ironing board for this, my friends, because I don't have the desk space or the floor space in this room. So I'm going to smooth it out with the iron really good right here so that I can get it as accurate as possible measurement. Smoothed out. Now, the center of the panel, let's get the center of the panel and the center of this, and we'll figure out how many inches we need. Mark it by just using the iron. We're going to try to do math, but not the exacty way, because, I'm not very good at that. Let's find the center of this, which is that seam. We're going to lay it on here and find out how many inches we need to add on both sides. Is it 2 squares worth? Okay, that's as flat as it's going to get. Grab my ruler and add 1/4 of an inch, making that 4 3/4. Put it on the 1/4 inch line. Make that 4 7/8. Let's look at it one more time. We're going to do 4 3/4. That's, yeah, 4 3/4. How many are 2 of these? Where are my sets of 3? Right here. You can turn the camera facing this way. 2 together is 7 inches, right?
I don't know. You go measure.
I just want to make it easy and cut a color. Green or black.
You want it to be a solid 7-inch piece?
No, a solid 4 1/4 on each side.
Oh.
Because 2 of these together is oversized, and then I lose it. You lose the size. This is 7 inches with these 2 together. That's not going to work for me. I'm going to cheat. I have black. Black is the best, and I can quilt Christmas trees in the empty space of the black with green thread.
That's a great idea.
So I'm going to cut.
Look at you thinking.
1 4 3/4 inch. No, 2 4 3/4 inch strips.
Tell them you quilt amazing Christmas trees too.
Yeah.
Christmas
I
trees
can
are
quilt
awesome.
Christmas trees freehand, so that's what I'll put in the empty space of these. This is a stack of trees. All right. And this should be the right height even. Okay, let's move that out of the way. This should be exact, hopefully.
We'll find out in a minute, right?
Yeah, we'll find out in a minute. We want to do that.
Should I bring the stuff in from out there, or are we taking it back out there?
Nope, it'll go back out there when I know. And then we'll make sure, and then I'll start piecing. I'm cutting it to size, my friends. I'm not going to waste the time to try to pre-cut it to whatever number this is. We're doing our thing here. He was still in here.
He just came in.
Let's set this side on. Take a drink of water. I've gone, done, and worn myself out. This is what happens when I make something up. This is pretty much what I do. And then I go through and measure the final things. So I'll measure the area of a certain section and then add half an inch, one for each side, the quarter from each side. And then that's how I make patterns. That's how anybody makes patterns. They make something first, and then they go through and measure. They usually know roundabout the sizes that they used. Like me, I roundabout know the sizes that I've used. This is definitely a lot bigger than the original, what did I say? 8.5 inches. So dumb. Can't even do math right.
It's okay, honey. It's okay. You're doing good. Don't stress yourself out. You're doing very good.
Okay. I'm going to press these on here. I'm just pressing it towards the black, and then it should be the size of that piece. Should be. My ironing board measuring might not always be accurate.
Oh, it's good. It's good.
Wasn't trying to have such a silly quilt either, but it's going to be that way because it's Grinchy.
It's the Grinch. It's not supposed to be all perfect. It's allowed to be silly.
Okay, I'm going to just put this right here real quick.
You want me to go get those pieces, or are you bringing it all out?
No, give me 2 seconds. We're going to see. Was this the top or the bottom that I grabbed?
Well, look. See what's out there. It's got to be the bottom.
Okay. Well, we're just going to see if this is exact
There's 2
real quick.
lines for the top.
It's still too short. I even included a seam allowance in that.
Okay, can we add some more black?
I'm not going to add more black because...
Okay, honey, we'll figure it out.
Sorry, guys. I literally need 1.5 inches. So what I'm going to do... I'm going to trim that extra quarter off of here. And then we're going to cut some green and put it on both sides. Why? Because I can. Now that I've already made myself frustrated. You guys see how I am when I'm frustrated? I still have fun doing this. I mean, I just get a little frustrated. I'm going to take 1/4 inch off of both sides because that's the excess that I would have measured. I cut the fabric 4 3/4. So I'm just taking off that 1/3 quarter because the rest of it's in the seam. And then I'm going to cut some green and put it on the sides. There we go. There's one side. And then I should need a little tiny bit on each side. Literally like an inch on each side. But we're going to make sure one more time before we even cut green fabric. Nope, nope. There we go. Extra is off of there. This is why I wish I had a big desk. Because I don't want to climb around on the floor. My design wall has stuff on it. And plus, any of this is not going to fit anyway. We're going to measure exactly how much is needed. And then we're going to cut and put it on both sides of the black with the dark green, I think. That's the color I'm going to use. Smooth that out.
That's a good idea.
All right, we're going to lay this on that line right there. Needs 1 inch. So we're going to put 1 inch on each side. Because we're going to minus our seam allowance and so on and so forth. So 1 inch of green on both sides. And if that's not enough, I'm going to give up. There's a whole strip right here that we can cut 1 inch off of. Twice, because I need one for each side. Oh, I can't. I have cut 3. This wasn't the full strip. It was almost a full strip. Gotta have some pieced together pieces right now. What the heck is going on here? I can't even cut today. What the heck? Okay. Garbage. Sew these two together. This end, where did it go? Attach it on here. All right. Cut the last of these selvages off. That way I don't have to worry about it when I start sewing it on. This should be plenty now. And if it's oversized, I will cut it down. There we go. One more time. It's only because I was crawling around on the floor and made myself hurt more. That's why I get all disconfunculated. You know? It's not my fault. I aggravated my hips even more. And they haven't been good anyway. All right, where is that seam? We're going to make sure that that seam is right side up. There we go. No pulling or tugging. Just get this on here. Size. The other side on. Everyone cross your fingers. We're hoping that this is the right size and Tiffy won't get frustrated and give up.
Oh, one person said that your miscalculation might have been a blessing. Look how good the green and black
Yep.
go together.
All right, I'm going to press this now towards the green, and then we're going to see. Put that back over there. This should be 1 inch now. This 3/4 of an inch on both sides, which gave it that 1.5 inches that I needed in total. Right? Because 3/4 times 2 is 1.5 inches, right?
Yes.
Okay.
That took a second.
I'm just going to put this down where I can smooth it really tight on the wall. We're going to see. It should now be the correct size. Exactly there. That's right there. Adjust it this way. And it's off by about 1/4 inch, but I'm going to work that in because guess what? That's what I'm going to do. All right, I'm going to go lay everything back on the floor, make sure it's where it's supposed to be. It's like barely 1/4 inch off.
Am I coming out there with the camera?
No, I'm just going to figure out which piece goes where so I don't get it in the wrong spot. Yep. So first I have to, or you can bring it out here. I don't care. Never mind. That's going to go there. This goes on the bottom. Right there. Okay. And then I need to piece the top. What? Oh, yeah, I made those stockings a few years ago at Christmas time. Normally, I don't do stuff like that.
What?
I need the sewing machine.
Oh.
Nope, we're going to do the back and forth thing now.
Do you want me to bring the stuff to you?
No, because I have to stack it and move it a certain way.
Oh, okay.
All right, so now I'm just going to sew. I'm sewing my top row now, and we're going to hook them to the quilt. Or to the panel. You can tilt the camera up. It's facing all the way down onto this disaster.
Just facing your machine. And the quilting. How high up do you want it?
It doesn't need to see any of that.
Good. You're doing good. Okay. You got it. All right. It's gonna look good. Great job.
All right, I'm going to press towards the 4 patches. And I'll go grab the panel one more time.
You want me to go get it? I'll go get it. Okay.
All right, this goes on top. This goes this way.
Very good.
All right, then line this up and sew it on now. And then grab the bottom 4 that were sewn together already. Thank you, Lady Fair.
She enjoys watching your creative process.
Oh, thank you. I enjoy watching myself make a mess right now in front of your very eyes. All right, while I press this one, I'm going to go have Scott grab the bottom 4 pieces that were already assembled. And I'm pressing it towards the panel because there is a lot more seams above it. So I'd rather just press it towards the panel. All right, I'm going to put the next one on here. Let's make sure that the direction is correct. Yep, goes this way. Want to solve a problem? Place something that's heavy on it. It stops falling and makes me more frustrated.
Anything else out there?
Nope. No, it didn't. See, I'm giving a little bit of a stretch. Like I said, it's off, but I have to work in a 1/4 inch total into it, and guess what? It's working. No one ever said my everything was perfect. I wouldn't recommend, though, trying to work in more than a 1/4 inch within the whole entire thing. Just like they say on borders, you know, you're supposed to measure this side, the middle, and the outside. And if one's 72.3, one's 72.4, one's 72.5, the common denominator between the two is 72.4, right? Because it's the middle number. So that would be the size you would cut your border to. So that way, you know, and then you just work in that point whatever on each side. No, I gotta lay them just a certain way. So give me 2 seconds to press this, and then I'll go grab them. And then hopefully we can get a move on how many pieces are left to sew. Because now it's all about making rows. Most people pin those excess pieces, you know, the excess amount in. I just work it in by giving a little bit of a tug here and there, or loosening something here and there, you know. But most times you would never even know. Like right here, I'm going to hang this up on the wall, and you're never going to know that I actually worked in a 1/4 inch between the top and the bottom. Just kind of put this behind everything. For now, go grab more pieces. But see, it's laying flat, and that's all that we care about is flat. We want it to be flat. All right, I'm going to grab some more pieces.
You want me to get them?
Nope, I got it. I need top, middle, that one. Hold on, did I just pick them up wrong? No, I did not. These go together this way. This is the top. Then it's this piece. I did get one thing right. The blocks are all the right size. I didn't like mess around with the layout or anything or adjust anything because it's really like a all over the place quilt anyway, the same fabric. So if they're near each other or that same fabric is in like 6 places on one side, I really don't care. Oh, the back of the cat is the rest. It's just the sewn in stuff. The snowflakes and stuff, hand sewn in. Oh, I mean the lights are hand sewn in. Sorry. I didn't make it. It was a gift. 4th thumper.
He's in Daddy's seat at the moment. Daddy's sitting on the floor.
All right, I'm going to press these, and I'll go and grab the other one over out there.
You ever put flannel on the back of your quilt?
I put flannel on the back of the quilts all the time. Mainly on baby quilts, though. I don't put them much on adult quilts, and especially not for friends and family that are local to Arizona, because it's too hot for flannel on quilts where we live. Even in the winter time, like my quilt that I have on the bed is a pretty warm quilt, and it's just regular cotton, quilting cotton on the front and on the back. No flannel at all, and it's still warm. All right, this one goes on this side. Which you're not going to be able to see, but we're just going to put it there anyway. Like I said, none of this fits on the wall anyway. All right, let me grab the next side. Literally barely have any left to sew, so we're just going to power through this.
You got time.
We're going to put this on this end, because those 3 pieces were already sewn together. And because we laid this on the living room floor, there is literally chunks of my hair being picked up with it. I try to de-hair quilt tops before it gets to the long arm, That way, if any hair does fall, it's only on the top of the quilt. It's not woven inside of the quilt. I don't lay out on the living room floor much anymore either. That's what the design wall is for. This goes on this one. Alternate it. I tend to make a lot of bigger than my wall quilts though, because I like big quilts. I like making big quilts. Problem is big quilts don't ever leave the house much. They get stuck here because nobody buys them, and my Etsy shop isn't a very good Etsy shop. So it's hard to find places to put them. Yeah, the big ones take up a lot of room. All right, so this goes on. Slide this out just a smidgen. No. What is it stuck on? Are you kidding me? Nope. This on this side. And now let me put that top and bottom. Let me go get that and put it together. And then we'll sew all the pieces on. Who? Thank you, Laura. That was very sweet. Oh, hey, yeah, Laura Sup. Look at that. I remember. I met a lot of you, so it's really hard to remember everybody, but specific details like being in a wheelchair, I'll remember. All right, that's one row. We grab the next one, and then we can start putting the whole thing together without going back to this poor excuse for a floor that makes my hips hurt worse.
Honey, I can go get the pieces. I keep telling you.
I think I've had all of my steps that I can handle for a week. This was the bottom. Let's put the bottom first. This is it. The floor is empty. I haven't put anything upside down, have I? The center pictures? No, they look right side up to me. That looks right side up. That looks right side up. Okay. Any questions? You know, because while I'm here, I can answer questions still. Just because I'm frustrated and completely out of breath.
But I'm saying, take it easy. Relax. Yeah, you're doing good.
Now you guys know why I use scooters when I go to like QuiltCon and stuff. I can barely walk for like at all. I used to be able to walk the cul-de-sac that we live on with Scott all the time. And I could walk Walmart. Now it's getting to the point where I can barely even do either. And Walmart isn't even, our Walmart is, I mean, it's a super center, but it's not as big as other Walmarts. Okay, this was the bottom. I'm just going to leave that there for a moment. I'm going to piece the top. Where did that other Grinch face land? Hold on, I'm looking for a Grinch face. Where did it go? It's on this one. That's not a face. That's a face. I don't want the two faces in the same spot.
What are you looking for?
The Grinch face all by itself. Oh, yeah, that's in that row. Both of them are at the top. Oh well, gonna have to stay the way it is.
It's hard to tell now that they're all in there.
Yeah, it's fine. It'll be fine. Actually, I can do this. We'll switch this one with this one. There.
So that's not at the top.
Yeah. Well, this will be now the top corner, and then the next one is 2 rows down.
Hold on. Say that again, because this is the top corner with his face. Right.
Yeah, this face is going to land in this side's top corner.
Why don't we make it easy and we'll just move these for now?
His face will be in this top corner now.
Okay. I think the fans have all seen Thumper too. We can move this for now. Yeah. So not to worry. He'll be on again next week.
Yeah, not to worry. Thumper will be on next week. We're trying to get this done so that next week we can do something different. And just because we're getting closer to Christmas doesn't mean I want to put any Christmas stuff together. The button on the back, turn that off so it's not on.
I know I'm showing them one last close-up because everybody likes Thumper.
Yeah.
Turn it off. Oops, I will do it.
Now you know why I don't keep garbage in this one?
The button on the back is just making them flash. Oh,
No,
there we
it's
go.
like 5
Wow.
different pushes. There's like 5 settings. So we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4 long seams after I get this piece together and pressed. And then the whole top will be done. Huh? Thank you, Janet. He does love the Grinch.
He does.
He could switch out his
He
wolf.
likes the Grinch
He could
movie.
switch out his wolf quilt for this one. He can have a Grinch one.
No, you made me my wolf quilt just for a special for me years ago.
Yeah, your wolf quilt's for your birthday. Or Christmas. No, I made it for you for Christmas. That's what it was. This is a Christmas quilt, though, that you can use in the winter at Christmas. It'll get sold. Same as the rest of them. We have too many actual quilts. If anybody stayed the night, like, well, we don't have room for people to stay the night. But if they did, and we had room, they'd have the choice of like 50 different quilts to use. Every time Eric visits, he gets the blow-up mattress, and then he gets to choose whatever quilt's hanging on any of my hanging racks. The top. We're going to go over by a few minutes today. But that's just long enough for me to get these 4 pieces
I haven't
on.
even hit the time yet, so don't worry. you hang that up.
As long as it's mostly smoothed out. That's the bottom over there. Now let's get these on. It's time for a new piece. It keeps coming out. There we go. This one's first. There we go. Now everything should be exactly the right size. I shall nest this lovely seam right here and hold it while I sew down. There we go. Stay nice right there. Don't move. Ta-da! Sew down this. Oh, I'm out of bobbin. That's 2 bobbin changes so far. There's red in this quilt. I'm going to use red. Get this one used up. Which seam is it? A little bit further down. Right there. Nest this seam together. Pull it out. Alright, I'm not even going to bother pressing. I'm just going to turn it around. The other side on. Upside down. Has there been any questions? I feel like I'm just talking to myself. Huh? Yeah, I'm fine with that. I literally have 2 more steps after this. A top and a bottom. I'm going to press these and then put the top and bottom on. And then this lovely quilt top will have been pieced all the way together. Yay! All right, let me press this. And then That's the top. Okay, so that was the bottom. It doesn't really matter because they're directional anyway. And the end pieces match. Okay, press towards this way. I do have a lot of threads trying to stick out of my seams. My pressing job isn't all that great right now either. Just trying to get it done. I do not know what I'm going to use for backing fabric. I don't know what I'm going to quilt on it, but I am going to probably try to do something with Christmas trees because I got that black strip on the sides. All right, now we're turning it this way and we're going to put the top on.
You could quilt the Grinch.
I don't know how to quilt a Grinch.
I know it's a joke.
Yeah, that would take some practice before I could even do it. Or I could make my own little pantograph to do it with. But no, I'll probably quilt this Christmas-like with holly leaves, berries. Maybe I'll look up and see what reindeer ears would look like being quilted. I'm not sure. You know, for the dog's ears. Do you remember what's the dog's name? I forgot.
The Grinch's dog?
The Grinch's dog, Max. For
Yeah.
Max's ears. You know. All right, so I'm just nesting all these seams as I go. This top and bottom should match really nicely. Stop in the seam, hold the next one. Since I pressed everything towards the giant 4-patch blocks, the seams nest nicely. Alright, I'm going to press it and then add the bottom and then it'll be done. Well, the top. It'll be a while. I probably will not get it quilted this Christmas because I need to get skull over quilted and that's going to take a while. Because that's getting custom quilted. I was going to say customer quilted. I can't give up now. It's time to put my feet up, but I got one last long seam, and then I can put my feet up. And catch my breath. I feel like I did when I had valley fever and I couldn't breathe. I'm just exhausted. Right. There. Okay, good. That's the way the fabric goes. Last seam.
They say good bless you.
Oh, thank you. I do have a cold right now. If you guys didn't know, the weather change. It's gotten to where in the mornings and in the nights it's in the 40s, the high 40s, but still that's just way too cold for me. So, so it makes it cooler in the house because we don't use the heat. We don't use the heat until I absolutely 100% need it. This room I don't need it in. We don't need heat in this room. That the iron being on in this small space is heat enough. That's why I'm wearing short sleeves. But once I leave this room, it's colder. Especially in my fabric room. My fabric room is like an icicle in there.
It's the hottest room in the summer.
In the summertime, though, it's the hottest room in the house. Even when the kids lived here still, they would complain, whatever kids had the room at the time, because it was the girls. And then we switched it to being the boys' room, and it kind of moved around. But let's just say whoever was in that room, even when it was just Cyrus's room on his own, everyone was always drenched in sweat in the summer. In the wintertime, it's cold. It's cold. Huh?
It's like our non-insulated.
Yeah, it's like a non-insulated room. It's probably insulated, but it's just ruined insulation. Like, you know, when it falls, like in the older house gets, the insulation on the outer walls can fall on its own naturally, and the ceiling, whatever bugs and everything, has moved all that out of the way up in the attic. Because Scott has already had to go in, and when we did the blow insulation over the garage, he's had to go in all the way across the hall and put more, but it didn't fix the whole problem. Okay, 2 blocks worth of a seam left.
It didn't do much for that room at all.
Yeah, it didn't do anything for that room. Heck, the garage changed in temperature more than that room did. I have the feeling that that room is outer walls is the mess up, not just the attic. Huh?
It would have
All right, I'm going to press it, and then Scott and I will hang it on the wall. Move all this, though, so we can flatten it on the wall.
okay. I could have done on that. You go press.
Hopefully this will fit on the wall. It's going to stick over on the sides a little, though, because the wall space is only 72. My ironing board is 68. And this is definitely hanging over a lot more than 72 inches of space. Once I got that center done, the whole thing goes together pretty quick. It wasn't that bad. Just got to figure it out. When you're trying to build around panels, I think that's the hardest part. Instead of just putting regular borders around panels, when you're actually building blocks around it. I remember when I made Scott's WOF Panel quilt with curved log cabin blocks around it, I definitely struggled with the size of the panel, you know. There we go. How much is it going to hang over? About that much?
I got about half a block.
Okay, go a little bit higher. That's as high as I can reach. White girl can jump. Sorry. You can go higher on your side.
I'm trying to get this done.
Whatever. There it
They can
is.
see. They can see.
The rest of it's hanging on the floor. And my crack is hanging out. I can feel it. It's getting air. All right. Whatever.
It looks good. I
Sorry,
like
we
it.
can't lay it flat on the wall.
Have you ever lost your sojo?
Have I ever lost my sojo? No. Because if I don't,
You have.
oh, kind of.
How do you get it back?
How do I get it back? I cut fabric. And
Oh, what are you doing?
I'm done.
It was fine.
That's what it looks like, guys.
What are you doing? It was fine. Stop messing.
Don't go any higher. Just
It
go
was
where I can
fine.
reach.
Just stop messing with it. Sit down and relax.
I can't sit down now.
Just calm down. It's fine. Everything's good. It looks good. Leave it be.
I don't know how big it is.
It looks amazing.
I'll tell you later. It's big.
Tell them how you get your sojo back.
How do I get my sojo back? I go and I cut fabric. I literally have a room. Well, I used to do it in this room when everything was in one room. And then when it was all in the garage, I'd do it while I was in the garage. And I just go and take fabric and cut it into pieces. That's how I get all those scrap bins that are over there. That's how those get full, is because I literally like to cut fabric when I don't feel like sewing. All right. So now I have left all those squares wherever they disappeared to.
They say that's a riot of color.
Yeah, it is. But it's not horrible. I think it's good. Strip.
A lot of Grinch.
It's a lot of Grinch. It's loud and it's proud and it's showing that it loves Christmas. All right, so I do have a whole bunch of half square triangles that I have sewn together from the cutoffs from the flying geese units. I just have to trim them to a size. So what I'm going to do,
How big are
the 4 patches are 7-inch squares, the same size as the middle from this. So just go to last week's video and it'll tell you. All these were cut 7 inches and the whole entire fat quarters were cut 7-inch squares. So I'm going to cut all this up into half square triangles. And then, since I've already sewn them, I probably won't get to it now though, and then take these squares that are sewn together with these and add the half square triangles and just make a red, green, darker green, and black quilt. Because that's what I have scraps for. Which is fine. I don't have no more red though, so I can't add any more red if I really needed it.
They said looks Grinchy. See?
Yep, it's Grinchy.
Very Grinchy.
It's like the Who Village, you know? You look at the Who Village in the movie, and guess what? It's just a disaster, just like this. Nothing is equal. Nothing is right. The houses are funky. The lights are all this way and that way. Yeah, it's just as funky as the movie, the cartoon. Well, even the human one is funky too. Anyways.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Jim Carrey did one.
Yeah, the Jim Carrey one. Yep. Yep, that one's funky too. Oh, that's way too close to my face. All right, any questions?
Fans want you to know they love you.
Oh, thank you. I love you all too. So glad you'll hang out through even my craziness and me, you know, running myself to breath and da 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 da. Pass.
Supposedly it's 84 by
Pass
112 theoretically.
Let's see, the blah, 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 the measuring
You won't be
thingy.
able to tell.
No, I'm gonna fold it.
No, just leave it be.
Oh, okay. I'll measure it on the living room floor
Once you
later.
finish it and we show it to
Yeah,
them,
once
then
I
you can
finish
give
it
a
and
final
show it,
measurement.
y'all. But it probably won't be quilted till next year.
No, it'll be done. You don't even have backing for Skullver. You can have this done next.
I have a backing for Skullver, and the batting is already cut.
Okay.
It's
Well, you
all
can
ready
have
for
this-
me.
You can have this one done next. The Open Gate quilts will be here, who knows, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then you do this one.
Okay. Anyway, I don't see any more questions. I've gone over about 15
What's
minutes.
the backing for color? I didn't
Plain
know
black.
Oh, I didn't know you
Black.
chose it black.
Yeah.
The backing.
Yep, it's already pieced and ready to go.
Well, see, look at that. I didn't know.
Yeah, everything's ready to go. Batting's cut and all of it. Yep, I'm on it with that quilt. What is wrong with my table? Now it won't sit flat.
Thumper says bye.
All right, Thumper's saying bye, even though he doesn't know how. Oh, wait, he's getting up. He says, watch me, guys. Watch me.
He knows it's over. He's
It's over.
Out.
I'm going to jump down.
Yeah, he's giving Daddy his seat back when Daddy's done.
Anyways, thank you guys for hanging out. Nope, nothing this week. Just watch for the Big Dream video, and then whenever Open Gate comes, I'll open that and do that. But December's always slow on that one, so it won't probably be here for another couple days. So, and then Sunday we'll start something new or finish something old. I don't know. See you guys later. Bye. Later. Bye. 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 Bye, everybody.